Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Jones throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 3 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he now has 13 touchdowns on the season. And anyone who wants to talk about 13 being a lucky or unlucky number, we know which way he's going to weigh in on that one. Lucky to the gills.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The first carry now. This is Williams. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. But if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now Jones. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
That was first and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will?
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Williams. They juked him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Again, it's Williams. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
New England's offense set to go.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big close.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Pats have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now this throw caught left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson will throw again. Rush coming, and he's
taken down. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jones eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big play there for New England. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Off play action. Jones. And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And trouble trying the middle here. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Patriots have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Jones on the return. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 49 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a 1st down kick. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson to throw.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how... A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Steps away to his left.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New England, the win